Now, before I get started with this video, I do want to mention that next week will be my least favorite Pokemon from Sun and Moon. It is a hard list to make because I actually like every Pokemon in the Alola region. For nearly 20 years now, we have seen Ash and his friends travel through many regions collecting badges, ribbons, or keys, and we've seen their Pokemon grow stronger, and we've also seen very many tough battles. This is going to be a list of the top 5 Ash Ketchum Battles. There have been a lot of awesome battles in the anime. I will not be adding the movies into this list. This is strictly of the episodes of the TV show, and remember, this is all my opinion, so if you disagree with me, put your opinion down in the comments below. And taking the number 5 spot, we have the battle between Ash and Pyramid King Brandon. This battle was awesome for many reasons, the first one being that Ash brought back all of his Pokemon from his original team except for Pidgeot, which means he had Charizard, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle during the duration of this battle. And it was the first time we got to see a non-legendary Pokemon take out a legendary Pokemon, and that happened when Pikachu took out Brandon's Regice, which was another reason why this battle was so awesome. So, taking the number 4 spot, we have the battle between Ash and Gary. This was an awesome battle to watch because Ash and Gary have been rivals since the very beginning, and it was so cool to see them finally have a full 6-on-6 battle in the Johto League. And it was awesome to see Charizard and Blastoise fight as the finale of the battle, where Ash finally beat Gary, and it was in a full 6-on-6 Pokemon battle. And taking the number 3 spot, we have another battle between rivals. This time it is the battle between Ash and Paul in the Sinnoh League. Now, this battle was awesome because the last time Ash and Paul fought in a full 6-on-6 battle, Paul won, but this time we saw how determined Ash was, and he wasn't taking a loss for an answer. He used the same 6 Pokemon he used against Paul last time, and he was able to pull out a victory thanks to Infernape's Blaze ability kicking in right at the right time, and Ash finally got his revenge in a top 8 battle in the Sinnoh League. So, taking the number 2 spot, we have the battle that took place immediately after the last battle I just talked about, the battle between Ash and Tobias. It was an awesome battle because first off, it was the first time Ash had ever made it to the semifinals in a Pokemon League. Not only that, before the battle starts, they describe Tobias and they say that he never lost a Pokemon throughout the entire league, and so all that we knew he had was a Darkrai, and so that means Ash was the first trainer to take out one of Tobias's Pokemon, and Ash managed to take out 2 of his Pokemon. Yes, the second one ended in a draw, but that still means that Ash was the only one to take out not 1 but 2 of Tobias's Pokemon. And now it is time for me to tell you about some battles that didn't quite get on the list. The first one is the battle that would have taken the number 6 spot if this was a top 10. This is the battle between Ash and Diantha. This was an awesome battle because it was the first time we got to see Ash Greninja outside of its spiraling water Aqua Jet thing, and also this was awesome because if Ash didn't pass out, he would have beat Diantha, which honestly is insane to think that Ash Greninja is that strong. And it's so cool because really Ash Greninja and Diantha just battled it out, and it was honestly one of the best battles I've ever seen. Not quite the best battle, obviously, since it didn't make the list, but it was a very, very awesome battle, and I am super happy to put it in the honorable mention slot. The next and final honorable mention is the battle between Ash and Sawyer in the Kalos League. This battle was awesome because it was Ash's turn to beat him, and it was a full 6-on-6 battle, which was awesome. This battle went down to the wire as well. Honestly, I kind of thought Ash might lose to Sawyer again, but no, he didn't, and Ash was able to pull through with the victory against Ash Greninja versus Mega Sceptile as the final part of the match, which was really awesome to see because, you know, obviously it's another Mega versus Ash Greninja. The Mega evolution had the type advantage, but 2 times because it's a grass dragon and water moves don't really affect grass or dragon that well. But, you know, Ash was able to pull through, proving once again that Ash Greninja is one of the strongest Pokemon alive. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we have the Kalos League Finals match versus Ash and Alon. This was such an awesome match because of a lot of reasons. First off, if you have been watching the anime since Misty was around, then you would know that this is the first time Ash has ever made it to the finals in a Pokemon League, ever. And secondly, he started off the battle very well, knocking out Alon's Pokemon first. And the battle was looking up for Ash because he consistently kept on taking the lead by knocking out Alon's Pokemon. It was a very intense match, where Ash would take out one of Alon's Pokemon, and then Alon would take out one of Ash's to get the tie. And then they got down to Mega Charizard X versus Ash Greninja. This is where the battle really got awesome, because for a long time in the battle, it looked like Ash was going to win. I mean, after the final attack, Mega Charizard staggered for a little bit there and looked like it was going to fall down. But Ash Greninja fell first, and so Alon did win the battle. However, Ash came extremely close because they were both down to their final Mon, both down to their strongest Mon, and both of them looked like they were getting ready to fall. It was an amazing match, and I'm never going to forget it. I remember just about every detail from the battle, and that is why it got the #1 spot. So, that was my list. Tell me yours down in the comments below, and if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. See ya!